The heartbreaking kidnapping and murder of 5-year-old Mayank. Welcome to our channel. Today, we bring you one of the most shocking and heartbreaking true crime stories from India. This story unfolds in the city of Agra in 2024, where a young boy just 5 years old was kidnapped and killed. What makes this crime even more horrifying is that it was orchestrated by someone very close to him, his own grandmother. In this video, we will take you through the entire case, from the planning of the crime to its tragic conclusion and the ultimate capture of the criminals. Stay with us till the end for this haunting story of betrayal, greed, and the unthinkable loss of an innocent life. 5-year-old Mayank lived in the peaceful village of Amanabad in Agra, Uttar Pradesh. His family was ordinary. His grandfather, Subedar Sharma, had recently retired from his government job, and the family was looking forward to a peaceful life. Mayank's mother, father, and grandparents were very close, and like most Indian families, they lived together in a joint household. Little did they know that their family bond would soon be shattered by greed and betrayal. Subedar Sharma had worked hard all his life and received a lump sum of money upon retirement. However, that money became a source of greed for someone who should have been the boy's protector, his grandmother, Kalpana Sharma. Kalpana knew about the money and had a different plan in mind, one that would turn her into the mastermind behind a horrifying crime. Kalpana was aware of her husband's retirement funds, but she wanted to claim them for herself. Instead of seeking a legal or moral way to access the money, she concocted a dark plan to kidnap her own grandson, Mayank, and demand a ransom of 15 lakh rupees from his parents and grandfather. She believed that with Mayank out of the picture, she could coerce her husband into giving her the money. To execute her plan, Kalpana enlisted the help of her brother, Lalit Sharma. Lalit lived in a nearby village and was willing to assist in the plot, blinded by the promise of easy money. Together, they planned to drug Mayank, abduct him, and hold him until they could extort the ransom. On a seemingly normal day in September 2024, young Mayank was playing outside, just as he did every day. Little did he know that danger was waiting for him inside his own home. Kalpana called her grandson into the house and acted as if nothing was out of the ordinary. She offered him water, but this was no ordinary drink. Kalpana had mixed 10 sleeping pills into the water, hoping to put Mayank to sleep without anyone suspecting anything. Mayank, innocent and trusting, drank the water, but instead of simply falling asleep, the high dosage made him unconscious. Kalpana didn't panic. She calmly called her brother Lalit, who was waiting nearby with a motorbike. Lalit put the unconscious child into a sack, loaded him onto his bike, and drove out of the village. Lalit had no experience with kidnapping or criminal activity. As he drove away from the village, he began to panic. Mayank wasn't waking up, and Lalit feared the worst, that the boy might be dead or close to it. He was now terrified of getting caught and facing the consequences. In his panic, Lalit made a decision that sealed Mayank's fate. He drove to a canal near the village of Sapau and threw the unconscious child into the water. Mayank, still unconscious, drowned in the canal. Lalit left the scene, hoping no one would ever discover his involvement. But as the hours passed and Mayank didn't return home, his family grew more and more concerned. When Mayank didn't come back home, his family's anxiety turned to fear. They searched everywhere and questioned neighbors, but there was no sign of him. Finally, in a desperate attempt to find their beloved child, they contacted the local police. The police began their investigation, but it wasn't until they received a shocking report that their worst fears were confirmed. Mayank's lifeless body had been found in the canal. The post-mortem revealed that the boy had drowned, and investigators immediately began piecing together the circumstances of his disappearance. The family had no reason to suspect Kalpana at first, but the police investigation quickly led them to uncover the horrifying truth. CCTV footage from the village revealed Lalit leaving the village on his motorbike with a suspicious sack. The police traced Lalit back to Kalpana's house, where he had been seen earlier that day. Both Kalpana and Lalit were arrested, and it wasn't long before they confessed. Lalit admitted to kidnapping the child and throwing him into the canal in a panic. Kalpana confessed to being the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. The entire village was shaken by the revelation that Mayank's own grandmother had plotted his death. Kalpana and Lalit were both arrested and charged with kidnapping and murder. The greed that drove Kalpana to hatch such a dark plan left a deep scar on the family and the community. Mayank's grandfather, who had just retired and was looking forward to spending time with his family, was devastated. Today, Kalpana and Lalit await their fate in prison, but the damage they caused can never be undone. The betrayal and loss of such an innocent life have left lasting scars on everyone involved. This heartbreaking story reminds us of how greed and selfishness can destroy lives in the most unimaginable ways. Mayank was just 5 years old, full of life and happiness, unaware of the terrible fate that awaited him. It's hard to understand how someone could betray their own family in such a way, but it's a reality we must confront. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you found this story impactful, please share it with others and help spread awareness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories from around the world. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.